Ladies and gentlemen, from the Las Vegas Hilton, Mr. Showmanship, Liberace.
Well, look me over. I didn't get dressed like this for just any old special. How'd you like the entrance? Is that okay? Wait till I tell you how I got the idea. I had the wonderful honor just recently of being invited over to London to give a Royal Command performance for the royal family. So after it was all over, I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a lasting remembrance of that beautiful occasion? So I brought back a souvenir, the Rolls Royce. Do you like it? Oh, thank you. And they tell me this is the only Phantom 5 Rolls Royce limousine in the world with a left-hand drive. So after I got it over here, I had to find me a left-handed chauffeur, right? I want you to meet my friend over there. That's Vince Cardell. Now, let me tell you about Vince. After I hired Vince to be my chauffeur, I discovered he plays marvelous piano. And later on in the show, you're going to hear Vince play the piano as well. How about that, okay? So let's say goodbye to Vince. Bye, Vince. Hey, I'm glad you liked the car. It really stops traffic when I shop at Safeways. Especially in this coat. No, I'm kidding about that. This is the one I wore at the Royal Command performance. And you want to know something? I was the only one there with one like it. Oh, the Queen Mother felt the material and everything. Would you like to? Help yourself. Yeah. You know what it is? Virgin mink. Oh, it took forever to get the pelts. Well, listen, I'm glad you like the coat, but do me a favor. Take a fast look at it because I'm taking it off. It's hotter than hell. Thank you very much. It's just a little something I had hanging in the closet. So now, are you ready for some music? How about that? Yeah. I'm going to play some songs for you tonight that seem to follow me around everywhere I go, and I hope I play one of your real favorites. But before I do, I wonder if you could do me a little favor. Would it be all right with you if I slipped out and got into something more spectacular? What do you think? Okay, I'll see you a little bit.
Leapin' Lizards, it's Liberace, with his guest Barclay Shaw, Vince Cardell, the Chinese acrobats of Taiwan, the internationally famous Dancing Waters, with special guest star Debbie Reynolds, and a special appearance by Phyllis Diller.
must tell you, though, ladies and gentlemen, as beautiful as they are, I did have some slight reservations about using the dancing waters in my show because someone explained to me about the strange effect the sound of running water can have on an audience. And I want to thank you all for showing such beautiful restraint. I don't think I lost a single one tonight, did I? Well, now, I have another surprise for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm always on the lookout for something new and unusual in the world of entertainment to introduce in my shows. And you are about to see one of the most daring, colorful, and thrilling acts in show business. And I'm very proud to bring them to Las Vegas, where they're making their Las Vegas debut. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Chinese acrobats of Taiwan. Wasn't that marvelous? Boy, after watching him do that, I'm so glad I play the piano. applause with my little friend, Toto the Clown. Wonderful creator, Barclay Shaw. Now, here's a little trick I learned at the circus. I've been practicing it for months. Watch this. What do you think? Too much? You know what it is? Black diamond mink. Acres of it. Every time I wear this, I think of what Mae West once said when she said, "Too much of a good thing is wonderful." Have you got some Take It Off music? Debbie, if she'd be a guest on my show, that she could borrow the coat. Of all the wonderful talent that plays this famous Las Vegas strip, she is one of the greatest, and she's my friend, too. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Debbie Reynolds.
Your love is lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love is lifting me higher, higher. Your love is lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love is lifting me higher, higher. From the time you're there, when we do the show, any night when things ain't going right. That is why I feel high. Your love is lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love is lifting me higher, higher. Your love is lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love is lifting me higher, higher, higher and 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 keeps on lifting me, keeps on lifting me, keeps on lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Woo!
I'm so happy you're on my show.
I love being here.
Thank you. Really, if there's ever anything at all that I can do for you personally,
Yeah?
boy, I'd sure like to try.
How about that mink coat, huh?
Anything but that.
But there is one favor I'd like to ask you.
What's
Could you
that?
play for me?
The piano?
Yeah,
It's not exactly what I had in mind, but I'd love to.
All right. I'd love it. Oh, I have the most expensive accompanist in show business.
Not really. I work for the government at a percentage.
Me too. Ooh.
What would you like to do, Debbie?
Well, let's see. What I'd like to do is what we rehearsed. Ready?
Okay.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
You wrap me around
Did?
your cute little finger.
Devil. You made life a song.
You made me the singer.
Oh, and what's that bathtub too?
I always bub-a-boo. I don't need anything but you.
You know what, Lee?
What?
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again,
I will. Yesterday was plain awful.
but that's
Not now, that's then.
you're poor as the mouse.
So,
I'm richer than Midas.
but nothing on earth, no, could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, what is it?
I don't need anything but you.
Oh.
How am I doing, Debbie?
Oh, Lee, just fine. That's fine.
Know where this music is from?
No, Lee, where is this music from?
It's from Annie, the new musical all about little orphan Annie.
You're kidding. And Daddy Warbucks?
Yeah, weren't they some?
They were wonderful. Oh, Leapin' Lizards, let's go. Oh. Daddy needed his diamonds.
Annie needed her mop. We both needed each other, or else we'd go kerplop.
I used to need work to fill every hour. I needed that feeling of power. Now every other need has disappeared from view. I don't need anything but you. I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but
Ladies and gentlemen, all the pianos that you're going to see in this show are from my personal collection. And I suppose if I were to pick out a favorite, it'd be the next one you're going to see. I'm rather proud of that one with all the mirrors on it. There are only two in the whole world like it. And I got both of them. Which brings me to another promise that I made to you. You're about to meet once again a very talented young man that I'm very proud of. I really did hire him just about 2 years ago while I was appearing in New York to be my chauffeur. And after he worked for me for a while, I discovered that he too had been playing the piano most of his life. However, when I first met him, he played the piano by ear. But during our association, I've had the wonderful pleasure of teaching him to read music as well. And I must say he's one of the fastest learning and most brilliant students I've ever had. And I'm truly proud to refer to him as my protege. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet my friend Vince Cardell. I also had 2 suits. I know what you ladies are thinking. If he plays as good as he looks, he's got it made, right? Wait till you hear. Vince, would you like to tell him what we're going to play?
Well,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our good friends Darius and Carlos are going to join us in a little Latin American fun.
Okay, Vince and I'll start it, okay, fellas? And then when you get the message, jump in with the coochie coochie. No kidding, if the beads are turned the wrong way, it's murder. One bead'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Cardell. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is rather a special year for me in Las Vegas. And I may even surprise you a little when I tell you this is my 34th year in Las Vegas. What do you think about that? And they said I wouldn't last. Speaking of celebrations, tonight we have a couple with us who were just married today. And it's so seldom I get a chance to dedicate a number to newlyweds this late in the evening. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do a special number just for them because they're a very special couple. It so happens it's the second time around for both of them. She's 65 and he's 71. Isn't that something? And they requested a very beautiful song. It's Impossible. That's the name of the song. Don't be afraid to ask to see anything. If I got it, I'll show it. What, I heard somebody, who wants to feel the material? Oh, sure, madam, you can feel it. Right about here is where I get the message. Yeah. Oh, do the other one. I don't want to be frustrated. Oh, what's this? What's this? Let me see that. Oh, what'd you have to do to get that?
Well, I had to make a promise.
You did?
Yes, a guy was beating on my door, and I promised to let him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phyllis Diller. All during this show, you know, I've been hearing little things like, I wish he'd show us the rings. Do you want to see the rings, do you? Sure, okay. All right. This first one here is the candelabra ring. That was given to me by Bill Hera up at Lake Tahoe in Reno. And this next one is a Russian sapphire. My mother gave me that for Christmas. It's been in our family for about 3 generations. This is the piano ring, and you know who presented that to me? Baron Hilton. And guess what went with the piano ring? A $3 million contract with the Hilton Hotel here in Las Vegas. Isn't that fantastic? Wow! Oh, you're right, Phyllis. Phyllis said the ring would have been enough. Oh, and this one I'm very proud of. This is what they call a royal amethyst. And it's appropriately named because that's the ring that was presented to me in London when I did the Royal Command performance for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. And this one's pretty too, but it doesn't represent anything. It's just made out of the leftovers. So cute. I heard somebody say, how does he play the piano with all those rings on? Very well. Yes. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to show you one I have, darling. It's a beauty. Don't you like it, sweetheart? It's just a little something that I have left over.
Oh, it's nice to have a big one if you have a choice, isn't it, Jaja? I mean, my stones aren't large, but I have to do anything to get mine.
Oh, you little devil, you know you never know. Practice makes perfect anyway, sweetheart.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaja Gabor as played by Debbie Reynolds. Oh, and listen, I got to show you the watch because that's shaped like a piano. Look at that. And the watch is underneath the diamonds in case you have to tell the time, you know. You press 2 diamonds, the lid opens up. Yeah, oh, it's a very good timepiece. Yes, I'll check it out for you. I got 24 rubies after 9 diamonds. Is that what you got? Oh, great. Oh, and the bracelet is the only thing I have that has my nickname on it. My friends call me Lee. It's one of my nicer nicknames. I have others. You want to see it all up close there? I'm glad you want to see it because, let's face it, you bought it. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I used to have a swimming pool shaped like a piano once upon a time, but I got rid of it. Piano tuner damn near drowned. Oh, let me show the folks over there. It's all included in the minimum. Sure, here you go. That cute, she snuck a little feel there, isn't it? Whatever you're doing, honey, keep doing it. Oh, let me show the little boy here. See what you get if you practice? Great. Hey, you look familiar. Are you by any chance from my hometown, Milwaukee? Well, bless your heart for coming. I recognize there's some old friends of mine here from Milwaukee, my hometown. When I say old friends, I can remember when they used to call me Liberace. Yeah, right? They even remember when I used to wear my brother George's hand-me-downs. Now he wears my linings. Oh, I'll tell you what. Can I play a little number for them just for old time's sake? Okay? Good. It's one I used to do when I was a kid in Milwaukee. It's called the Beer Barrel Polka. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful evening being with all of you, and before I say goodnight, I'd like to sing one little song that I used to sing at the close of all my television shows back in the 1950s. It's one of my favorites, so for old time's sake, here it is again. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'd like to thank my guests, the Chinese acrobats of Taiwan, Barclay Shaw, Vince Cardell, and my special guest, Debbie Reynolds, for being with us tonight. And of course, all of you. So until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. You've been a beautiful audience. Bless you. But now I must fly. Even lizards, you see, I'm doing my part to conserve gas. Mary Poppins, eat your heart out.